What's good, y'all? It's your girl Lex's Hair, and I'm back again with another hair video. So we're jumping right into the video today. So as you guys can see, I have my doo-doo braids braided to the back, and I'm going in with my Mimi's growth serum and putting that down in my braids because my braids have been in for a little bit. Now we're going in with the Got To Be Glued gel, the black one. And I like to use this to basically slick back and brush back all of my baby hairs and edges and all that stuff, so it's out of the way when it's time to actually install. And then we're going to follow up with the blow dryer basically to dry the gel so that my hair will stay intact and in place. So before we jump into the actual install, I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the hair that we're going to be reviewing and installing today. So today's video is brought to you guys by Alipearl hair. So I have the kinky curly 18-inch frontal wig. Now this wig is banging. Okay, y'all see the content. The proof is in the pudding. Y'all see it. It's a 13x4 frontal and it's 13x4 all around. That's what I love the absolute most. So right now all I'm doing is kind of like sizing it up and cutting off the extra lace on the side so that my ears will be out and all that good stuff. But as far as the actual hair goes and the lace, really everything was 100% bang. So I'm using my EBI in a lace tint, and I sprayed that on the lace before actually putting the wig on my head to actually get ready to install. So once everything was lined up correctly, I just put 2 slits in the lace, and I'm going to start with the middle section. That's just my personal preference. You do not have to do it this way. But one thing I do want to say while you guys are watching me install the wig with my EBIN lace spray is that when the lace is a little bit thinner, it does tend to bunch up a little bit. So when it is a thinner lace, I did look up some tricks and tips and stuff like that. And if you guys want a more in-depth video on how to get rid of bunching in your lace, then let me know. I will do that for you guys. But basically I do the middle section by spraying my lace spray down on my forehead first, then I lay the lace, and then I spray more on top of the lace and push that back with my comb as well. And I do this method for each and every section. So I like to install my lace, like I said, in 3 sections because it's the absolute easiest. Now, like I said, this lace is super thin, so that is a super plus, but it can also tend to bunch up a little bit, especially if you don't have an elastic band or anything to kind of like hold it down once you start actually applying the lace down on your face. Now, as y'all can see, it's all in the hand motion and the hand movements. You lay that lace down, you take your comb and you push down and pull back. Now, once we are 100% laid, I'm just going to take this elastic band and wrap it around, and I'll leave that on for a little bit. It's up to you if you want to necessarily blow dry it or whatever. Sometimes I just leave it and I'll start hot combing or defining the curls or whatever the case may be. I might go pour me something to drink. It don't matter. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. But if you want to get it done quick, fast, in a hurry, then you can blow dry it. Now, right here, I'm just showing you guys what came with the wig. So we got our regular scarf that every hair brand sends. We got the same lashes that every hair brand sends. We have the elastic band. So if you don't have one, that's always a plus. We got a tan wig cap, and then we got a satin edge scarf that has their name on it, Alipearl hair. So that's always going to come in handy. And then we have our stocking bag, period. Always need to stock your wigs. Now, we've officially taken off the elastic band, so now I'm just using my scissors and letting them kind of cut for themselves. I'm not trying to cut into a straight line. I'm kind of just letting my scissors do like the jagged type of thing going on so that it's not like a straight line across on my lace, because that's what gives it away 100%. You always want your cuts to kind of be jagged in zigzag. So if you don't have zigzag scissors, kind of just like open your scissors and just like push them on the lace, and your scissors will literally cut through lace, especially with a lace so thin like this one. Now you guys can kind of see in the middle that my lace is bunching a little bit, but once I lay my scarf back down, it's all good. We all Gucci. It's gonna be laid in the end, so just trust the process, okay? So once I cut the excess lace, I like to go in with my lace spray, whatever I'm applying my wig with. And sometimes if I'm not applying my wig with that, I'll just go in with Got2b glue and I'll spray it on the little metal part, pointy part of my comb, and just apply that to the little edges of the lace to kind of make it lay down just a little bit more. After this, you can either tie it back down or just go straight into baby hairs, because once you do the baby hairs, you're going to lay the elastic band back down anyway, so it doesn't matter. Everything's going to end up melting in the end. So here I'm just pulling out my little sideburns and then my little edges in the temple, and then later on you guys will see me grab a little bit of hair in the middle for my little I don't know what to call them, like my little natural baby hair type swoop joints. You know, when you doing your real hair, your real baby hairs, you sometimes want to go a little extra and get you a little edges in the middle. So that's basically what I did. So I'm pulling these out, I'm gonna hot comb them down, I'm gonna curl them, and then we gonna get to laying them. Now today I actually tried something a little bit different with my edges. I decided to use Gorilla Snot. I've been hearing a lot of people saying they use Gorilla Snot for their edges on their wigs. I tried the Got2b gel, and it kind of leaves a icky residue, so that wasn't it for me. The mousse is cool, but sometimes it just doesn't lay the way I want it to, and the Gorilla Snot baby was getting the job done this time. Now for the fancy arrogant Tay baby hair method, everybody likes to kind of like curl their baby hairs. You can curl them down, you can curl them up, it's really up to you. But personally, I find that curling the baby hairs before you actually cut them is a little bit easier and just a little bit more cautious, because I tend to burn my forehead a lot when it comes to this. So I'll curl them first, and I'll do like a really tight curl. And then I'll cut where the end of the curl is, and then I'll go in and slick them after. So you guys will see that in the next couple clips. So I wanted to do a little razzle dazzle today. I never really do necessarily styles when it comes to my wigs. I kind of just lay them and that's it. So I decided to go in with the zigzag part today. So like I said, this lace is 13 by 4. So I got about like 3 lines, and then we hit the back of the lace, which is not bad at all. So I found my part, and then I'm gonna go in, hot comb them, flatten them, all that good stuff, and lay my baby hairs with that Gorilla Snot. So I found the best method for laying the edges with the Gorilla Snot is to apply the Gorilla Snot at the base or the root of the baby hair, and then use your baby hair comb, brush, whatever it is that you use to lay your baby hairs, and follow up with a little bit of Gorilla Snot on the actual brush or comb, and then get the swoop in, because that it just gets the job done. I'm telling y'all, I was very hyped of like how this came out, because I, like I said, don't really style my wigs like that. I kind of just wear them and go, but this kind of got me excited for the next style. So let me know what kind of styles you guys want to see me try next. Y'all see it right there, swoop swoop swoop. Yeah, it's laid but it's still feathered at the same time. That's why Gorilla Snot is officially going to be my go-to. I might actually go and buy a full container, because I got the little travel size from the store. Baby hair is laid. Now we're going to the part. So I'm taking my wax stick and I'm basically going to hot comb some hair over the the band in the back of the lace. I'm gonna do that first, and then I'm gonna take my wax stick and put it all through the part, and then just hot comb that so everything is like super flat, so that we can get into the actual style. Now you'll know when you're doing it right if you put enough wax from your wax stick on your wig, because you'll get a little sizzle and it'll be super flat and super shiny. I done fell in love with wax sticks. I don't understand why we wasn't using these in the beginning, because that probably would have changed a lot of our installs, because when I be looking back at my old YouTube videos, my joints was not laid and y'all was telling me they was laid. But it's all good because I'm coming back. I'm back and I'm better. And we gonna be laid all 2022. So I done use my wax stick to kind of slick it down. I use my hot comb to make sure everything is laid, and then I'm gonna go in with the rubber band and I'm gonna do 2 ponytails in the front. And that's basically gonna be my style. And then later on, I will start defining the actual curls, and y'all gonna see how bomb this hair is. So y'all already see the melt is beginning to happen, but I'm going to take my elastic band and I'm going to put it back over my edges and over the lace, so that everything can be laid and melted by the time I'm done defining the hair. So to define the hair, all I did first was use a paddle brush. So actually no, I took water, I sprayed water on the hair, and then I took a paddle brush, defined the curls with the water in the paddle brush first, and then I went in with my Pantene mousse. It's like a mousse conditioner, and I used that to define the curls, and that's literally the only two things, water and my Pantene mousse, and it did the dang thing. The curls was popping, the kinky curls was kinky curling, and that's all that matters. So we getting down to the very end of the style. Everything's defined, laid, slayed, all that good stuff. Now we just waiting for it to dry. I wish I had a diffuser, but I cannot find my diffuser. But overall, this hair is 100% banging. I do not want to give this wig away. I do not want to sell it. Y'all see the curls is popping. It's giving very much like 3C 4A curls. I'm loving it. It's giving very much natural hair. The edges is laid. Everything looks good. It looked really pretty while it was wet, but when it dried 100%, that was bomb. Okay. I have no complaints about this hair whatsoever, but because of how light the lace actually is, when you get the wig, I do recommend going with a shade like a little bit darker than your normal foundation shade, just to help it like melt and look a little bit more natural. I use my regular foundation shade, and you can kind of see like the little halo a little bit, but the next time I installed, I definitely learned from my mistakes, and it was bomb. Look, it looks good. Alipearl hair did their thing with this kinky curly 18-inch frontal wig. Make sure you guys check the description box for all links and information on this hair. I hope you guys enjoyed another video from me. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.